Hi, welcome back. We go on. So, um, we need a base mesh. Like I told before, it should be have less verts as possible to plug the layer, the texture on. So when we look at this roof there, and this has completely 1548. That is too much. So Shift D, we must build there a base mesh with them who has the less root as possible. And that means we have to delete all other what we don't need. And that means we simply go in there and delete what we don't need. So at first we get here all away. We only let one stand. Then we looked at we only got the minimum basic of that, and then should be good. So that here complete. So now we have here one. Oops. Take that here to create one, and then we can say here select inverse. So we have only that selected. Trick to get such out of a topology. Good. We see we have here edges too. We try to delete them, so X, dissolve edges, and you see nothing happens, but we have more space, less verts, faces, edges, all this stuff. So that is the first we do. So the roof is cleared, that is really low poly. And now we only need here this one. It should only be the very basic stuff that we get there. That means we only get that. That here, the front, the long side, the back we don't need, that is in the house later, so that is less. So that is the first base mesh. So Shift D, that here we must extrude scale. That must be because when you only bring here in front a picture of a window, then you see it's flat. But when is there a deepness, then it looks like, wow, it is real. Okay. So then we get here these two faces there, that face and that face. Shift D and bring them there, and that is the base mesh. That is the minimalism of all. So we simply have to close that now. So we make here close. At the back we don't need a close, but in the front. So that is our base mesh. And the one has 1500, and we separate that now. P, separate selection, and then you will see that has 22, that has 1500, and that will later look even as that. So we only have to give there the color where it should. So blue roof, that is here, there, 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 and there. Blue roof. and here in the inner circle there. Good. That will be the roof later, the window, but there comes only a picture of a window on it, and that makes the word count much less. Good. So we can give here a plus and call it window picture 1. Good. We assign that to there. Then we look that all is mark seamed what is needed. Here we need that one, and here the back one mark seam, and that here should mark seam too. So that is the low poly mesh. We have to apply the rotation scale and set the origin to geometry, and then we can make here an unwrap. You see that wasn't good, and now that is nearly clear, but we see here is a little spooky. Why that is so, I can't say you completely, but I know some. There is an option when I click here on that, that is, you make it in synchronization. When you do it here, it appears there too, and so you see which one is it, and that here is the one that is stretched. Don't ask me why. When you look there, it isn't stretched. Maybe we have to cut through here one time, so it opens up there. We try. It looks better. And here that isn't clean topology too, but there is no reason I see. Good. We can't do all perfectly, but we have used 2. Good. That means we can take this base mesh and combine them with the roof itself. So Shift D, rotate set 180. And on the sides 3, so rotate set 90. Shift D to duplicate, Shift D to duplicate again, and take them all, Shift D and rotate set 180 and bring it in. Good, so we have the roof done. We join that together as one. So now you see this here we don't need, so we can delete that now. Incomplete. So, and now you see we have here 182, and before it was 1500. That is low poly. So we can bring that to our house base mesh there. Okay. So file, save. On this stairway there, we have to optimize that. That means we make a copy, Shift D, and you see that is a real clear mesh that you can let as it is. The only thing there is that the door is a little too high, and that I won't only take as a picture then. So we simply get that there, but I need here round stuff in. So that means we take here one of this, and Shift D and P to separate selection, and set the origin to geometry. So we have that. Now we delete here the inner circle there, and we can close it incomplete. So there we can later plug on the picture of the door. So we can join them both together, and I hope that here has an unwrap. I must see, mark seam. Then we should apply the rotation scale and give here an unwrap, and we look, there is some mystery again. These are all okay, but that aren't, and that is this loop here round. So we have to make there a cut here to open up that whole thing, then that will look straight. So we mark seam here, that one, and now we unwrap again, and you see now it's straight. That is all. Now we have here clean unwrap, and can bring it here to the side. File, save. When we look at the first stairway there you see there are the whole back sides are unneeded because they will be seen, but that are words. So we have to delete them. In this case we have here 69 for 1, and that is real too much. So we simply take here one plate, Shift D, P to separate the selection. That is that one here. There we get away the array. And then we simply extrude here one time, and then we take again the array, but before we mark them seam all, and object apply the rotation scale. So now we activate them again, and you see we have to do it now in other way. So 0 0 object apply rotation scale, set that to origin and activate. We now try here 1 and here 0.5. No, then it is minus 0.5. We must look. Aha, that goes in the deep. So we make that to 0, so that is there. That is the wrong direction, so we take it there maybe. Yes. So that are our stairs, but you see there are two, yeah, how should I say that, there are not like that. So we simply must try out there to get them more as the high as this before was. So we can go here maybe a little bit deeper, so we get more this style there, and I think that can really be it. Only a little less, yeah. And maybe not so high, so more like that. And all in all, a little bit more outside there. So that is okay for me. And when you apply that now, you will see that has 66. And when you apply that here, multi-user data. We have here another one that is the same like that. So we have a multi-user data. So that here is the data 2, I think, but equal that are very less than the other ones. So we have to make here an unwrap, and you see it's nice even unwrap there. Good. Can bring them to the house too, and with Shift D double them and bring them down to the side there. Good. Then we have to do the same with this stairs. They are a little bit other, but it's the same problem. So we get here top face, Shift D, P to separate the selection, bring that to the side, disable the array in a moment, get here one edge down, and mark seam, and apply the rotation scale of it, set the origin to geometry and activate. And we see that is good as it is, so we let it like it is. We bring that to the side too. So file, save. Now we have that here, Shift D. That is a whole construction of this graphic. It should be later, so we don't need that at all. You only need the walls, and look, the wall is perfect. This wall is perfect too. So we simply can take them to get that done. Let's look here. It's the same. Okay. So we can take them as they are. Shift D and place it there. Yeah, that's more here, and there's more there. Yeah. Okay. Then here the top stair should come out over there, so we can apply here the array and get the last one and bring it to fit with the wall. So that is okay. Yes. Must look here, that must a little bit more down, and that must be more in front because you must go through that. So how you will go through that when that is closed there? So that makes more sense. Good. Then we can again apply the rotation scale of it, set the origin to geometry, and make an unwrap. So clean unwrap, wonderful. Shift D, place it there. And here we see on this stairs there, they need also this podest comes out. So we have to extrude it here one time, and at the top it goes to the middle. Good. Then it has changed, so apply rotation scale, set origin. Mark seam all and unwrap. So then Shift D and rotate set 180. So they come together, and that is fine now. Good. That is the not complete, but nearly the main mesh here. But we have to bring each of these windows more inside. So extrude and bring them to the back. F to close. Extrude, bring it back. F to close. So that should be it. The only thing we now have to do is to make the texture looks better. That here's all bad. So we first join that all together. Shift D, make a copy and join it. So file, save. So we have the whole house now with 626 verts, and before it was 30,000. So that is why we did that all, or do that all. So we get only that one now, and give here a new unwrap. Here we make it from view again. Here that one too. From view. That is okay. Then we have to do it from the side. But all in all, later comes there the texture, so that is not needed to do that. Okay, so we can make it here from view 2. and that is the base house mesh, but we need here to give that window white color there where it should. Wow, what's the shit there? And it's so hot here in Germany, you don't believe it. Window white color. So, okay. That is not a base mesh file, save. And this base mesh needs now, the texture. So we need the whole house again. So we can go here to the folder before the house is complete there. So that is the complete house. Now we want to make a photo from that, simply from the front, and then bring it on the other. So we have to go here in the camera to orthographic view. Then we have to change here the camera settings. And with N you can open the panel, and the rotation should everything be 0. So we have that. Now we want to rotate the cam in the X direction, so we give them here a 90 degrees. So now we look there, grab it to position, and now we can here with orthographic scale zoom on. And that picture maybe should have 1024. That is okay. We take a quick render to see. A little bit noisy here. So we make it other way. I delete this cam. There is something strange with, so I give a new one, add camera, make the same, rotation to 0, the X to 90, the cam itself on orthographic view, zoom on, so we look at the size, that's all okay. Enter hide the panel, and we look preview. That is good, but the only thing you see there is shadow on it, and we don't want to render shadows with. So we take the sun, this lamp, there is the sun, and we say cast shadow should be out. So it throws no shadows anymore. And so we have now a cleaner one. The only thing that makes angry is the windows are, you can see through that. So we don't want that when we bake that here or such else. So we make here the class material to a black material. So we get here a diffuse simply, and a black. So then we simply render that. Hope that was transparent. Yeah, film transparent is important. So that is done. So we can now image. There's compositing on. Okay, now it's ego. Image save as, and we call it house front render 1, and save it. The same we have to do now with all directions. So from the back, from all the sides. So we bring it behind the house, rotate set 180, look to the cam, that's the back side, so render again. There's something wrong, you see directly. That is because the sun is behind the house. So that must shine from there. So we simply rotate the sun there, and then it's better. That we save as back house back render 1. So we make the right or left side, rotate 90 degrees, rotate set 90 degrees, bring it to the side. We need it complete on, and render. File, save as, there's the left one. So left, render 1. Then we get from the other side, so bring it there, rotate set 180 degrees, and again render. The sun. So the sun comes from there, it should now come from there. So save that as right. So now we can close that and go back to our base mesh model there. That's here. And now we have to put there our textures on, and that means we can completely delete here all materials. We only need now 4 materials on that. Front, left side, and so on. So new. It should be a principal one. It should be a image texture. But we must before go in the folder and bring these textures in our texture folder. So we cut them out and bring them in the texture folder. So then we open up, we start with the front, I think. So we call that front. It should have roughness. Then we get the next one plus, we call it back. Principal, image, open, texture, the back. Roughness plus left. And last one, the right. So we have our 4 sides. Now we only must plug them correctly on. So we looked at we don't have the background selection, so we can only mark what is in front. So we can simply select all, and it is only the front marked, nothing else. And there we say it should be unwrapped from view. And there we get our front on. So now we have to open up here our front. So that must see here. And now we see here our selected one. And can now scale them up that it fits with the picture there. So we can grab it here and position it, and you only must look that it fits halfway. But here that is missing. So again, unwrap from view, A to select all, and now scale up, so better. Sometimes I don't understand it really. So grabbing, scaling to set that all up. That is good all. Only here that doesn't fit completely. So we can do, but it looks good enough. Oh, that is real beside them, okay. So we simply can take them as a singular one and grabbing and position them better. should be fine. That here are only the windows, that's all correct. Here we have the same problem. We have to bring here only the windows in. So that means when we take that here and grab that to the real window position, go back, and you can adjust that here to fit better. Same as here. So adjust that simply. Good. Now we see this from front view looks like the original one with 33,000 there, and that is only 606, but we have only the front, so we must make the rest. So we look from the back to the house and get there again the selection. So we have now only the back is marked, and that we make here from view again, but we give them the back picture sign. So we have to open up it here too, the back, and get here the whole UV and try to plug them there where it should. So now we have to adjust that again. That means we take that here, grab X, then that one here, grab X. This is okay. That here needs a little work. So first we get that here, grab it. That not, only that there. Then this one should be there. That one there. So set it the back side too. That's okay. Now only here from the sides we need it. So we look from the right side, disable all, select here all faces from the side and from view, and you see only that faces are selected. So we can get there the right one on, and we have to open up it here too. So right, then we scale that up and grab it to position. Okay. The only thing is that this one here must go more down. So grab Y and that one here. Have to be more there. So, and that one should be there. The rest is okay. It's not perfectly, I don't say that, but it is less than as before this other shit there. So we make it now from the left. Border select, left, sign. We open up here, from unit edition. So, and that's the left. So only have to readjust. Grab Y. So, file, save. Now we can delete all the other stuff. And we have this house that looks really good. You can place here other things that looks better there. And this house has only 626 verts and not 30,000, but it looks the same. That is how we do such. Thanks a lot for watching. See you in the next tutorial.